Hi! I think I am still Brad. I think. Maybe. Hello, everyone! I hope my audio is good. That's always my biggest problem. Late? Am I late? No, I'm not late. Shut up. Welcome, guys. Oh, I don't want to spoil that. Crap, that was for later. Ignore what you just saw on the screen. Cool. Welcome. You know, just when I think... I thought, I really thought, like, when I scheduled this stream, like, on Saturday, or early Saturday, and, I thought, hey, I would have 30 minutes before the stream to talk about a little bit of news that came out. Oh, that little bit of news turned into a lot of news very fast after I scheduled that stream. Like, holy crap. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about before the Pimax stream. So Pimax accidentally leaked what they're working on. It's so, it's so classic where these companies, they want to, they want to have a nice big event where no leaks are happening, but then they accidentally screw themselves up all the time. So but before we do that, I got a huge upgrade to my website, so I'm gonna refresh the page to show you that. bradsmells.com. Oh yes, that is quite the upgrade. Very, very, very good. All right. Anyway, they all leak on purpose? I don't think they do. Not every leak. So let's talk about what we found about Pimax that they're probably going to be announcing very soon. So this is on the Pimax website. Pimax is supposed to be streaming their live event to announce this stuff in less than 30 minutes. So I'm going to go through the topics as best as I can. But after the event, we will talk probably more in depth about everything I'm talking about right now. Because it's not just Pimax I'm talking about. A lot of stuff happened. So Pimax has this trade-in page on their website. Like, I could literally post the link. I'm gonna post the link right now, actually, just to show people. I'm not trying to lie to people. This is what I found. This is what was found. Pimax 12K QLED Reality Series, available Q4 in 2022. That's like a year from now. that's pretty far away. But basically what they're trying to get people to say is if you buy any headset, you will be able to trade it in for a certain worth or something like that. I guess these are the values, the trade-in values. Very bizarre program. I've never seen anything like this done for VR so far. Yeah, maybe they just really want everyone to use this reality series headset. They even talk about this. Original Kickstarter backers can even use their wireless coupon and receive an extra $100 on top of the deduction. So this means either two things. One, this headset is going to fulfill a wireless in some way. Or they're just completely giving up on wireless and just saying, hey, you can use your coupon for our product. But I did talk about last week how someone in China, who I do believe them when they said, because they've been giving me a lot of good information about the Chinese market, so I do believe they're reliable, but they went to a Pimax booth at the biggest event last week, and they said the people at the booth told him that there was a standalone something coming. And we've talked a lot about on this channel the idea of using not standalone for standalone, but using standalone compute units like a Snapdragon chip to achieve wireless PCVR and some split rendering stuff. And as resolutions get higher, we need a lot of weird tricks to be able to drive these resolutions. 12K pretty much assumes 6K per eye. And since it's Pimax, it's probably 6K horizontal. But we gotta talk about QLED. Before anyone gets confused, QLED is very confusing because it's marketed very poorly by Samsung. It's a Samsung display. It's not OLED. It's closer to mini LED, similar to what was announced to be in the Vario headset last week. Except the local dimming is not as good as mini LED. So yeah, basically think of just LCD with local dimming, and that's just a crazy resolution. So yeah, maybe split rendering is a possibility. I'm not sure. This headset is supposed to be like teased in the stream, but they're not going to show it off until CES in January of next year to get everyone's expectations of what they will show. But they did announce a partnership with Tobii. Tobii, if you don't know who they are a big company who focuses purely on eye tracking technology. The Vive Pro Eye and the HP Reverb G2 Omnicept both include Tobii eye tracking in their headsets, and it's pretty good eye tracking. I think Pimax has been using, I forget the name of the company, like Invent Sun or something, for their eye tracking module, and that thing sucks. Like, I think it's like 30 hertz eye tracking or something. Actually garbage. And Tobii's way better. I'm just not sure if the proprietariness of Tobii will limit the capabilities. So yeah, they basically say in this whole blog post is every future Pimax headset will have eye tracking as a standard feature. Every future headset. So we go back to this, right? This is a Pimax 12K headset, but here it says this is part of the Reality series. Just like down here, there's the Vision series, and then there's the Artesian series. So possibly this is the first headset they'll announce of this Reality series, but maybe we'll get other headsets in this brand new series that are not so ridiculously high resolution, because I can only imagine how hot these displays are going to get, because they're just basically LCD displays. So, oh, QLED can be made by other manufacturers? My bad. Sorry. My bad. Not just Samsung. I only know about the... So my monitor is actually QLED, and it gets hot. So yeah, that's the first thing. Let's go to the next topic, because again, we only have 30 minutes till the thing started. Right after I finished my Vario stream, someone sent me this link to a job listing that is no longer up, from what I understand. But it gives a really interesting hint to what even Vario is working on. And it talks about a system on a chip, an SoC, to allow... Well, we'll just read it here. Your mission is to release its full potential for us to implement real-time processing needed to drive unique virtual and mixed reality experiences. SoCs built into even PCVR-focused headsets is just common. You're going to see it. We've been talking about it a lot. I can imagine that Vario is doing the same thing as the other companies I've been saying, of somehow figuring out a way to implement SoCs. It could be Snapdragon. It could be anything to achieve better functionality. So, yes. I can't go back to wired VR. That's how most of the market feels. That's how a lot of the market... That is a big adoption breaker for a lot of consumers. Yes. So... And this is another thing that literally announced right after I ended my Vario stream. This is very interesting. I would have never seen something like this coming. The HP Reverb G2 Omnicept got a hardware revision. Not a software firmware revision, like a hardware revision. They basically seem to have moved the placement of the cameras to get better controller tracking, at least better FOV at least. I doubt the actual refresh rate of the tracking is better. That seems very unlikely. They improved the cable to have better compatibility with AMD systems. I wish they went in to explain what this means. Maybe they do. No, they don't. They don't explain what that means. It makes me wonder, like, what do you change about cable to make it work better with AMD? What does it mean? And then they changed the face gasket. So it's mostly the same displays and everything, but they did a small hardware revision, which is just very interesting to me. You don't often see companies do something like that. Very, very peculiar. This is why you should... You should... This is why I like to be harsh on companies with hardware that have huge problems. If you're not harsh with companies like... The G2 has great displays and clarity and comfort, but the freaking tracking was god awful. And if you like try to hide that fact or like not review it fairly in that way, how do you expect the company to do better? Like, they won't. You won't. You'll just have a bunch of consumers buy it, which tells the company, oh, it doesn't matter. We release a product with garbage tracking. So the fact that it finally got to the point where everyone said this headset got bad tracking, they actually did a hardware revision, which again, this is very rare that this kind of stuff happens. And it's also only available in USA, this revision. Very strange. Very, very, very strange. QLED just enhances the color gamut. Yeah, but it's all related to the brightness, from what I understand. Like, when you have a huge control over brightness values with local dimming, that kind of is just like a side effect of the backlight design. Yeah. I'm reading chat right now, if you're only wondering. Only US. You're a god of information. I do my best, because I find a lot of this stuff interesting, and I only cover stuff that's interesting. And let's go with the most interesting topic. I'm sure you're all dying. Oh no, we're not there yet. Sorry, we're not there. Small thing first before we go to the the other stuff. In my Deckard stream, my big Deckard stream, you know, the one that probably all of you know, and some of you maybe even rewatched like a weirdo. But I mentioned that there was a Steam sub page that I said I would keep an eye on highly. And the reason I said I would keep an eye on it is because this Steam sub page was added at the same time that the Valve Index headset was updated. And I remember I asked the creator of SteamDB, and he said, yeah, it's probably related to the Valve Index, or like Valve, like something related to it. But because this is behind a key, we have no idea. It wasn't automatically tied to it. And it had no updates for 3 months. 4 days ago, it had its first update in a while. The first thing I thought when I saw this update, honestly, was maybe it had something to do with the Reverb G2 being updated and added to the VR hardware page on Steam. So I did a lot of digging related to that. Oh, do I not have my tabs related to that digging? Oh, well, that sucks. Wait, no, yeah, these are it. But I realized I checked all the DB subs and all the DB pages related to every VR hardware on this page, and none of them connect to this Steam sub. Even though the Steam sub was added or updated at the same time that the Reverb G2 page was updated, I see literally no connection to any of this hardware on this page to the Steam sub. So what I think might have happened, because again, the Reverb G2 was updated and it wasn't even re-added to this page actually. Because if we go back, this is all the way back in October 1st, 2020. The Reverb G2 was already here. So no relation. No relation. This sub is only a few months old, and it got updated. So I don't know. We still don't know what this is, but like I'm gonna keep my eye on it even more now, because it is not a dead sub. So yeah. Number of the Beast. Yes, it is kind of weird that it's like the number of the beast if you know anything about that stuff. Alright. Alright, now it's the fun stuff. Here we go. Let me go to my Twitter, because that's where I keep my topics. I always go on my Twitter to remind myself what topics I wanted to talk about, since I tweet everything before I do these streams. So, yes. Let's get into this. So, Samulia. You might not recognize the name, but you might recognize what he once said on Twitter. I had a dream. Remember that buzz about some Redditor who had a dream, and he like listed all the like the crazy specs and everything for the Quest Seacliff or whatever? Yeah, he found some very cool videos. Very cool videos in the firmware of Seacliff. How did he get the firmware? I know this, but I'm not telling anyone how he got that firmware. Unless it needs to be publicly known, but it doesn't. So this is our first glimpse of what is a like sort of a not like a startup video or setup video for the upcoming Seacliff or Seawright headset. We're not totally sure which one, if it is either of those. There's 4 videos. I'm going to show you this one. We're going to talk about each one pretty fast. But I want to say first off the bat, productivity focused headset in pretty much every single one of these videos, and by design. And Basti posted the other 3, so I'm going to go to his Twitter to talk about them. This one's interesting. This is like more... So, okay, when I say it's productivity, I still think this headset is targeted to consumers, by the way. I don't think it's enterprise only. Because when I see stuff like this does not scream enterprise to me. But it also does not scream gaming to me. We'll talk more about that in a second. But all this stuff sort of looks like... I mean, what do you think? I mean, it looks like they're trying to create a productivity tool, not a gaming-focused device. The body tracking is nuts, though. Yeah, we're going to talk about the body tracking in a minute. This is the only gaming-focused thing, and it's only for, like, 1 second. It like, shows Beat Saber, then they're like, okay, get out of here, Beat Saber. This is very, like, this does not scream at enterprise at all to me. This screams, we want to actually expand out of gaming. I saw some other content creators talking about how they don't even think that it might be under the Oculus name or a Quest branch. I think that's kind of, in a way, true, because they seem to be wanting to really... So I'm gonna say something that might be shocking to a lot of people in chat right now. If you are a gamer and you've been into VR gaming for the last few years, well, let me tell you something. You, including me, all of us here that are in that way, we are guinea pigs. We have been guinea pigs for a product like this to come out. This is the kind of stuff, I hate to say, that is truly going to make VR more mainstream than any gaming device will be able to do. This will provide actual value and a form factor that's light and small to everyone. And I'm sure it will have gaming capabilities, but I do not think the focus of this device is going to be gaming. So let's talk about the design a little bit, because the design is important. Oh, remember how people always say patents don't mean products? Well, I'm gonna show you these 2 images mostly here, because this is a patent I've been showing off, not just in my videos, but I've been I've been telling Thrill, spam this freaking patent in your videos, dude, if you talk about Quest Pro. Well, here you go. This is literally the design of the head strap and everything for Quest, whatever this headset's going to be called. I don't think working in VR will be a thing even with that headset. Speaking from my experience, most people don't actually spend hours working for VR. Yeah, this is Guy Godin who just said that. I'm not sure. I mean, they might try to push like working in it, but I don't think it's going to be as useful yet as actual workstations with a monitor. But they're going to try to push it. But I do think it's a consumer device for productivity and like a lot of other social things. So yeah, let's look more at this patent that I've been literally screaming about for years, and people said patents don't mean anything, you idiot. So yeah, this patent was filed all the way back in 2020 of February. Just to give you an idea of how long this this design has been done. Also, it's kind of funny because, you know, this is kind of around the same time that the Valve Deckard head straps were kind of filed around then. Anyway, so yeah, we can take a look at all of these images here, because there's nothing but images in this patent. There's no text or anything because it's not a patent to explain functionality. They are just patenting this design that has an Oculus logo here. So probably still gonna be an Oculus product, maybe. This here, people, let me bring that up actually. I want to bring that, where did it go? People are mentioning that here. I can't zoom that much. Unfortunate. Give me a second. So here, there is a gap between your eyes and the actual lenses in all these videos. people were asking me, will they do the magnetic thing? Excuse me. That the Lynx is doing? Which they're talking about, like, every VR headset usually, like, they try to enclose you, right? They don't want any actual outside world leaking into the headset normally. This headset does not seem to go for any of that. In fact, it seems like this design is purposely trying to allow the users to still see their surroundings if they need to in some way. Which again is why I don't think this is a focus on gaming, especially when you see stuff like this. I don't see anything related to a face gasket that could be attached in any of these patents, but who knows? They could just slap one on there, or third-party manufacturers will figure it out. Not sure. Leaks are saying it's the same resolution as Quest 2, same SoC, so slightly more comfortable. We're going to talk about comfort in a second, because there is a huge difference of the actual design compared to Quest 2. Like, I mean, obviously there's a huge difference, but we got to talk about optics a little bit for sure. But yeah, I mean, this patent's been around since 2020 of early last year, and here it is. So yeah, let's talk about design now. Remember when I said that small form factor HMDs are the near future of VR? Well, we saw that with Vive Flow, but Vive Flow does not have any functionality that is useful to most people right now. This probably will, by a lot. And look at that, look at this great mock-up of a comparison of the front of this new headset and the Quest 2. Quite a big difference. And in fact, it almost looks like they might be using something called pancake displays, so that they can smash the display and the lenses closer together without using a giant lens cup that I have around here somewhere. Remember, this is what they've been putting in displays right now for a while, because of, you know, Fresnel lenses. You kind of needed to put them at a certain distance away. Pancake lenses, you can put the displays a lot closer to the lenses, so you don't need this cup, so you can have thinner headsets. That is the case here, most likely. I don't know what kind of displays, though. We're going to talk about displays in a second. I'm running out of time. God dang it. How did they make it so slim? Again, lenses. But also, there's something in the back of the headset, too. I'm not reading chat right now, because I'm literally rushing to get everything out of my system before the Pimax event starts. But yeah, there's definitely some sort of battery or something in the back of the headset. I would guess battery. I don't think the compute unit is in the back, personally. I think that's still probably in the front with cooling and stuff, because that makes more sense to me. But yes, a few more things I wanted to bring up that is kind of weird. So, oh, I need to find it. Hold on. Give me a second. This is very important. Give me a second. Give me a second. So, people have been talking about the new controllers. Frick. I want to talk about those new controllers too a little bit, even though we kind of pretty much knew about them for a while. Or at least a month, at least. But there is something that we need to talk about. Here we go. Remember that person that, So this is a Chinese patent from Pico that was filed last year in 2020 as well. And look at this. They have a very interesting design down here for a controller with 3 cameras. I know what people are thinking. Wow, Pico probably stole this idea from Oculus, because Oculus came up with this idea entirely themselves. I see that happen a lot with the idea of Ring controllers, and really a lot of XR2 headsets that have a very similar design to Quest 2. But I want to explain something to people, very obviously. So there is a company called GoRTech. I might be saying that wrong. This company is used by both, well, actually this company used to own Pico before ByteDance bought Pico. But this company does a lot of manufacturing for Oculus, but they also do a lot of R&D in what's called, what's the word? Reference designs. They do a lot of reference design for companies, and that includes the Quest 2. They work together with Snapdragon to create the XR2 reference design, reference designs are very common in the industry, and what reference designs do is give a good baseline of features and headsets and controllers, and then the companies that that use this, they can design it in their own way and add to it and apply to it. So don't be surprised if you start seeing other controllers similar to the new, what is it called, the Starlight controllers, in other headsets in the future. So, yes. Very cool. I think that's everything I wanted to say in that super fast spiel. We can talk more about this very soon. We can talk about after the stream, which is about to start in supposedly 5 minutes. Supposedly 5 minutes. So let's. All right. So let me look at chat now since I was not able to. How are y'all doing, everyone? Exciting times, I think. Oh yeah, displays. I didn't talk about displays, did I? So yeah, I still stand by the fact that there's two different prototypes. There's Seabright and Seacliff. Seabright has micro OLED displays at this resolution, 2768 by 3000. I am not sure if we're going to see micro OLED or the headset with micro OLED for the Kinect. I'm not sure. Because there's also the other prototype that has dual LCD with local dimming, so probably also similar to mini LED. That is very similar per eye to Quest 2, which Quest 2 has one display and it uses a digital IPD. So yes, I'm not sure if we will see two different headsets, one focused on gaming, one focused on productivity, because I imagine when you have a design like this, if you have a design like this, you can tweak it a little bit to be better for gaming as well. So I think the future plan, maybe it might not be at this Connect, but maybe in the near future, they would announce one with very similar design, but it's focused on gaming. The Quest 2 Plus and Quest 2 Pro idea I had, I still think that concept is likely, because I don't think this is a gaming focused headset. And Oculus is still trying to do some stuff with gaming. So, all right, FOV more or the same. Boz has been talking a lot about how they think they can get greater vertical FOV, but that's it. I'd probably similar FOV. Yes. Oh, full body tracking! I'm so glad you people are bringing this up because I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's go back to the mirror stuff. Remember I showed this tweet, this video here. Yeah, so this is a video that literally show a user looking at themselves in a mirror or something like that, and then moving their actual legs and everything. And yeah, that's a little weird. So there was a patent. There was a patent filed in 2019. Running out of time. I gotta find this patent fast. Holy frick. This is so stressful. This talks about using an actual real-life mirror to do augmented reality of a user. And also using cameras to track for full body tracking. So it uses both a mirror and cameras. Well, guess what well, you don't need external cameras anymore. What if you just put down your controllers that have cameras in it and stand in front of a mirror? Well, now companies that are like shopping companies can literally have applications that literally allow you to try on clothes while you're wearing the headset and stuff. If you stare at a mirror with full body tracking. Bizarre, but this is a patent. They're gonna delay. Wait, what? Hold up. What? Wait, what? Pimax is gonna delay? What? I don't see any news about that. Help me. Pimax is starting? It should be starting. What? They just said in chat. Okay, let me show you what I'm seeing so you believe me. God, this company, man. What happened? Won't happen at 1 p.m. EST, but a bit later this afternoon. How do you do that literally 1 minute before? Scroll back up? That's not what I want. Scroll back up? Oh, I'm listening to myself on stream. That's hurting my ears. There was an issue with encoding? What? Did they lose did they lose the stream key like that happened to me one time? I wonder if that's the problem. Well, I guess we have time to wait. We have time to talk about stuff. Well, I don't know what to do. What the freak? What do I do? Well, okay then. Okay. Guess this is where we pretend we have stuff to talk about now. Alright, let's just take questions and hope that they start the stream within 30 minutes, I guess? Oh my lord. I can't believe it. Stream Eye at the Temple? I'm not setting up VR for streaming. I'm not set up for that. Alright, let's talk calmly. Let's dude, I was literally did you guys see how fast and stressed I was rushing to get all those topics out before the stream? That's like karma for me, I guess, or something. I don't think the karma is the word for it, but that's wow. Any new sauce on Deckard? No, except what I said earlier about the weird SteamDB page that might not even be related. How expensive do you think this new Quest Pro will be? If it's called a Quest Pro, which I don't even know if they like, are they gonna keep the Quest line as like a gaming device and then call this something else? Because this is not a gaming device, and I think the Quest line is already soured by the gaming moniker that they don't want to really compare this to that. But I do think they're gonna try to subsidize it because I think this is very important for. They want people to buy this. People that aren't gamers. They want a lot of people to buy this. This is like literally. I'm telling you guys, this is more of a mainstream device than the Quest 2 in a way. At least the functionality wise. Like if they nail this, this could literally. This is what Apple's working on basically. Something like this that's focused on like camera pass-through and like productivity and stuff like that. This is also kind of what Apple's working on. And it's going to bring a new error. Hopefully not a new era of spatial computing. It's a productivity device focused on social network. Okay. What do you use your phone for other than other than talking to people? Everything that you do with your phone, Facebook is trying to do with a VR headset, basically. Or maybe a tablet is a better example, because tablets have a bit more productivity value, in my opinion. That's why I think the goal of this headset is to be like a replacement for a tablet. And also have a lot of AR functionality. Because the best... So, you know those AR glasses that everyone dreams about? That are just like... Just form factor Ray-Bans, but like can do AR and like projection and depth mapping and put stuff on your clear glass screen. Well, I hate to break it to you all, but that is still really far away for consumers. And it's unlikely. Probably for like at least 5 years, I would guess. It's just too hard to slim everything down to that form factor and also get the correct optics to make it look good. So that's why you see a lot of companies like even Apple that are just switching totally to use AR through VR and making it the best AR through VR they can. Because right now, as Denny from Cloudhead Games says, the best AR headset right now is going to be a VR headset. So, yes. Microsoft VR never. I mean, Microsoft, no Xbox VR, but I mean HP Reverb G2 is technically a Microsoft VR headset, and Microsoft is still doing a lot of like prototyping and stuff in their labs, but I just don't know if they're. So I said this in my last stream, and I really want to reiterate. So a device like this, if it does so well, and like really changes the way consumers see VR as not just a toy, but an actual productivity device, you're literally going to see every big tech company release something like it. Companies are waiting for a moment to just jump in when everything is less of a gamble, you know? I see a lot of, like, this is the start of something. Like, really, it is the start of something. It's just not for gaming, and that makes me sad because I don't really. Well, I do like the idea of productivity in VR too. I talked about how I want like giant monitor, like I want to replace my monitors on my PC with VR, but yeah. Is it a 4-hour delay? Is that what they said? Hold on. Four hours. Well, I don't know what to do. We'll worry about that when it comes, I guess. So, yeah. A multi-tool headset? Yeah. That's the best way to do it, I think. I think we'll see this headset talked about at Connect. I'm just not sure if we're going to see a gaming-focused headset talked about at Connect. The ideal world would be they show both. But, I don't know. If they did show both, that would be good for me because of my predictions. By the way, guys, I still think that there is two headsets, like a Seabright and Seacliff. I just think one is designed for gaming, one is designed for not, basically. Show the nut. I'm talking about my dog, by the way. I'm trying to catch up with good stuff to talk about. What is Microsoft and the HoloLens 3 up to? I think the HoloLens 3 still doesn't fully acquire the idea of a... Well, first, HoloLens is not even consumer focused. And they're not going with the idea of VR or AR through VR pass-through, so... I do not think it's got varifocal, by the way. I really don't think this headset has varifocal. At all. Because what I understand from the lenses that are being developed for this headset, they're from a company that's also working on Sony's lenses as well for the PSVR 2. And this company does not seem to have any know-how or experience on how to do varifocal. So I do not expect varifocal lenses on this product. Like I said, I do think this headset is going to do well. Wow, 50 euros from Anthony, man. Wow, thank you so much for all your hard work, Bradley. Well, thank you so much. That's so nice. That's way too nice. I don't deserve it. Yeah. I'm reading all the questions. Hold on, chat. Oh yeah, let's talk about Lynx. This kind of is this is kind of a this is actually exactly a competitor to the Lynx headset. Also, when I saw Vive, this is why I was so depressed about Vive Flow, guys, and that's why I said it was like because after I saw the Vive Flow specs, I looked at it and I literally said this in my stream. I'm like, this is the same problem with Vive Pro 2. It's going to be outdated way too fast, right? And Vive Flow hasn't even been announced for like a week or two. And look at this. Who's gonna buy a Vive Flow? when you got crap like this, you know? Lynx, though, already had more functionality than Viveflow. And if you support Lynx, you're also kind of supporting the idea that you don't like Facebook and closed platforms, because the Lynx, you can like fully root it and do whatever you want with it. So, you know, it's platform agnostic or whatever. Yeah. They don't. So anyone that's coming in chat wondering where Pimax Event is, it's delayed 4 hours, so I might have to come back later to stream it. Freaking ridiculous. Can't believe it, actually. What you're missing is that once Facebook brings all the consumers with heavy investment, all the other players are get in and steal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think I said that earlier. Maybe this chat is a little delayed, or I'm backed up in chat. Let's catch up with chat. Quest Pro has the same resolution. My dream, and I said this during the Viveflow thing, if they really wanted me to spend a lot of time doing actual productivity and completely replace my monitors and workspace with the VR headset, they should have some insane resolution, right? Because I want visual clarity to be enough to where I can put something up to my face and read text from an ebook or a patent document without straining my eyes. I don't know if that's going to be the case with this thing. They might go with the LCDs in this, or they might go with the micro OLED in the files. We don't know which one they're going for. But I know for me, man, like when you're trying to push a productivity device, I think resolution is even more important. And since there's probably still using the Snapdragon XR2, it actually makes even more sense to use a higher resolution panel that won't be focused on gaming, but just focused on purely viewing and you know, media and like social stuff. That makes way more, like, that's way easier to expect developers to create for those super high resolution than what the Quest 2 has. That's the way I see it personally, but I don't know. I have hopes and dreams, but my hopes and dreams probably do not align with a lot of companies and what they're actually working on. So if this had the micro OLED displays, I would throw away my TV. like seriously, like I would never use a TV again. Never. Because this thing's wireless. It's got a lot of functionality, including like pass-through. You know, like, you know how people spend so much for a giant screen TV? This will probably be cheaper than a lot of giant high-resolution screen TVs. Do you think full-body tracking will be a feature on this? I'm not sure if that that video we saw is full-body tracking, but if it is, it's probably related to that mirror patent I brought up. I think it makes sense for them to want to do full-body tracking for multiple reasons. One, Facebook is a social company. They care a lot about social VR as a platform. Face tracking, eye tracking, full-body tracking. That is the holy trifecta of social VR. If you have that built into every user, you literally dominate the social VR platform, no matter how crappy your software is. And their social VR, their Horizon Worlds or whatever, that is crappy. So they might be solving their software problem with a hardware fix in a way. Yeah, exactly. Pixels per degree need to be as... Oh, that's another thing I wanted to bring up, by the way. I actually didn't remember this. This tweet, or not this tweet, but this prediction that Abrash made years ago. But it was really funny because someone brought it up to me later on. So this was in 2016, where Abrash was comparing what VR was like in 2016 to what VR would possibly be in 5 years from then, which would be 2021 now. And it's really funny because I look at a lot of these specs, like 4K by 4K displays per eye and varifocal lenses, and I'm like, huh, this sounds kind of familiar. It was just pure... I totally didn't remember about this, by the way. Like, all my speculations on the Deckard were completely unrelated to this prediction, so I thought that was kind of funny. So, come on, man. I'm all for spectacular displays, but TVs aren't going anywhere for a while. It's too social. Well, I think that's probably... I mean, everything exists, right? Just like how people have been saying that that smartphones and tablets are going to completely destroy the PC and laptop. As soon as tablets got to a certain point, which they said this would be the point they are, laptops and PCs would just disappear forever. No one would want to need them or buy them. But that's never been the case. In fact, PCs are constantly getting like higher sales every year because people realize there's still benefits for different markets for different products. And yes, TVs will still exist. I'm not saying they're going to disappear. But what I'm saying is, for me, I don't care about TV. I don't have friends over. I don't have friends. Like, all my friends are online, right? All my friends are online. That's why couch co-op is such a controversial thing to include in a lot of AAA games. Because honestly, not many people are actually playing couch co-op. Because not many people are going to each other's houses. They're playing online. The future is honestly, to a lot of these companies, bringing your friends into a virtual space and watching things together, not bringing people to a real life space, especially after COVID, right? Just gonna keep ramping up from that. Yeah. Look at Pimax chat. What's going on? Oh, they're gonna have it up quicker, guys. Okay, we're gonna keep what's the word? Stalling. We're gonna keep Joseph Stalin here. I don't know what quicker means yet. If you guys, someone please keep an eye on this, because I can't keep an eye on this the whole time. You know, that's another thing, is like I truly think the end game for VR products like what we've been talking about here is to replace or try to replace phones. They're going to try to replace phones one day. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to, because that seems like you would probably need to require better battery technology. But I do think the idea of them including a SIM card at some point is an idea that will be heavily pushed. Because I see a lot of VR people always talk about 5G. Like, ridiculous amount of people. Yeah, I just really don't like... I literally, again, I literally don't know any friends in real life. And I spend a lot of time talking to my friends online and playing games with friends online. And I've always wanted to... I've been invited also to so many movie nights in VR. But none of the headsets are comfortable enough for me to want to wear for the length of a full movie, which some movies go on to be 3 hours these days. I don't want to sit there, lay down against something for 3 hours with a front-heavy headset, no matter how many attachments I add to the headset to make it better comfortable. A lot of the ways that people make the current headsets more comfortable is actually adding counterweights to it, which is not it's not comfortable either in a way. You kind of sacrifice something to get something else, you know? No TV with wife? We do watch stuff on our laptop, but that's it. On the bed. We don't use a TV even already. Oh no, I didn't Arrow. I didn't take your thing as a dig at me. I'm just saying this is what I think companies are thinking, and the way I see it too, because I'm already someone that doesn't use my TV. So, no, I didn't take any offense to it. Don't worry, you're good. You're good. I appreciate it that you brought it up, because I think it's an interesting topic that isn't explored much. Bro, isn't TV just for Netflix? Yeah. Well, you know, that's another thing too. Netflix is hopping in the VR space, right? They're also hopping into the VR space. I think they hired someone that used to work at Oculus content management, and they've been pushing out some VR stuff. That's another thing you don't even think about, is like companies like Netflix, they might start producing purely VR movies a lot more. Which is not a new concept. There's been a lot of experiences that are like short films in VR, but like it's never been like really profitable for companies to do that because the user base has been small. But again, we see a device like this. Maybe it'll be worth it soon to have actual 360 VR interactive movies. So we're only talking about flat stuff, but there's also the potential for that. Meanwhile, I spend an average of 10 hours a day on VR and know people who are in the headset 24/7. When I was training for WCG in 2019, the esports competition, I was spending literally 6 hours a day, originally in the HTC Vive. You know how painful that was? That was painful, but I did it because I was really serious about competing in that. So, are AR headsets the future? Of course. Yeah. Yeah, that's what this is mostly. AR through VR, but also VR for other stuff. What about volumetric video? I think volumetric videos, like there's so many interesting things you can do with content compared to what you can do on a TV, right? Like you guys are, I see you all in chat. You're all like saying a bunch of cool different video stuff, like volumetric video or 360 video or interactive VR experiences. You can't do any of those with a TV, but you can do a lot of new things with this. That's why it's gonna be exciting. I'm excited. Hey, Bad Blitz, thank you for the 50 sec. Yeah, mixed reality is the best way to call it. I mean, I remember mixed reality videos used to be the only term of mixed reality, but that time it's kind of changed that term. It's been taken over, which is fine. I think it's fine now. I was mad at first because I was really into mixed reality videos before even like Live came out. Is this the time for? Yeah, I really do think this is gonna be more mainstream than gaming, guys. Like this is the true beginning of even your disconnected parents looking at this and looking at people buy this and be like, oh, that seems kind of neat. Wait, it's not for gaming? Oh, that's even better. My boomer friends are gonna love this. What? I can do FaceTime but in VR? Whoa. Do you see Valve teasing Decker just before Connect? I don't know. I don't want to... I like to keep my hopes low for something like that because Valve literally does whatever the crap they want when it comes to announcing stuff. They announced the Index right before... What was it? Connect 2019? Right before Zuckerberg was about to speak on stage. I don't remember if they announced it or teased the Index. And then right after the Switch OLED was announced, they announced the Steam Deck. So Valve does like to do these very cheeky announcements. I just don't want to say if they will or not because I like to be hopeful, but I don't want to just say yeah they're gonna do it. You know, I hope to God they do it though because. Please, God. I don't even care if it's... I don't care if they announce it with just the basic head strap and wire, but it would also be wireless if we talked about this. And then, like, also releasing in 6 months from now. And, like, do pre-orders similar to Steam Deck. I would not mind that at all. I would throw my money at them if they did that. Have you seen Canon's new VR lenses? Yes, I actually talked about them in a stream 2 weeks ago. I thought they were very cool. If I had an expensive Canon camera, I would totally do stuff with it. It looks super cool. I thought that was sick. The idea of splitting one sensor into two without... Like, that's a cool idea. I don't know how they managed to do it. I'm curious for when the companies will go back to working on PCVR headsets. Well, there will always be companies working on PCVR headsets, and I talked about how the Zuckerberg image we saw a couple weeks ago. This one looks way more akin to a PCVR headset. because this is their Retina resolution headset, right? And then they have like a PC with looks like to be some sort of VR content. And he's sitting at a desk. And we've been talking a lot about this idea of split rendering to get way better PC VR experiences with higher resolutions and a lot of other weird rendering tricks, including foveated rendering. So when I saw this, I think to myself, is Facebook still kind of like dabbling with the idea to do PC VR still? It's very interesting that they have a prototype like this, in my opinion. So, I don't know. Copium indeed. Yes, give me that copium. But again, this is what I was talking about earlier about the idea that how tablets and phones have not replaced the PC and laptop. This is a mobile-based thing, right? It's running Android. It'll probably run basic Android apps, and that'll be a big use case for it. But there will still be PC VR headsets that also focus on productivity that can run PC apps, which is a benefit until for a while. So there's a lot of, like, you gotta think outside gaming for a little bit, even though I'm very gaming focused for VR, and I'm very excited to see a lot of new technologies improve gaming, because that's what got me into VR in the first place. But you also have to think about what companies care about more. So what do you think of the rumored Valve Citadel game? I have no idea much about it because I don't really focus on Valve software, ironically, unless it's Steam VR related. I just care about their hardware. But apparently the rumor is it's a hybrid game, as you said, that would be playable on probably Steam Deck in flat mode and playable in VR with whatever headset is released and come out, which would be very smart for a company like Valve. Valve is a small company. If they release a game, it's very smart to do this strategy because they're about to they're going to release two different products, and they're not hiring 10,000 employees in Europe like Oculus is, right? Valve is like, I think last I saw it's like 450 employees in all. Yeah, they do a lot of outsourcing and stuff and like help with that, but like they don't have. I mean, we know they have two different hardware teams. They have a hardware team focused on VR and a hardware team that's focused on like Steam Deck and stuff like that. How do I know that they're separate teams? Well, all the patents related to Steam Deck have different names than the patents related to Deckard. So this idea that they can't work on two different products at once is, I don't really agree with that. So we take away the fact that there's two hardware teams, right? And then we think about the team that's working on new Steam features, working on Dota 2, and then like new games, which they can go back and forth to them due to the way they're structured, but yeah. Hopefully we'll be up within 2 to 3 hours, so earlier than 5 p.m. I'm gonna tell you what, guys. I'm probably not going to stream the live event anymore. I will probably. So Thursday is the biggest event of the month, right? Thursday is Facebook Connect or whatever it's gonna be called. They're probably gonna like go on stage and be like, "Here's our new name," and it's not Connect 2021. It's new name Connect 2021. I can see them doing that, and I think because I always do these, I always start these streams 30 minutes before the actual thing. So we'll probably talk about whatever they announce in my next stream. I'm not going to wait 3 or 4 hours to do another stream. This is all Pimax's fault. We had a lot of eyes on them in this stream. Which, by the way, I'm so thankful again. Thank you all for being here and talking with me about what my passion. I'm so happy. Oh, it's so cool to see so many passionate people. Oh. I feel like if we all got together in one building, we would just be like the biggest group of nerds ever, and we would just have so much. We would have so much fun. Sadly, it's Bradley Kahn. We'll rent out a giant Dave and Buster's. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sad con. We'll also have a ball pit too. I'll make sure there's at least one ball pit. VR chat meetups? I do need to do those more. I have a lot on my plate right now, so I haven't even been able to do any VR chat. Because usually in my Discord, I would do like weekly VR chat. We would do a lot of world hopping with groups of people. And it was never closed to like Patreons or anything, because I don't like the idea of paywalling stuff like that. It would probably become it's always first come first served. But yeah, I've been so busy, and even after Connect ends, I gotta fly out to California a few days after Connect for stuff. So it's like, man, I am so busy right now. Ren FurCon? Oh no. Well, we can just go in Neos VR for FurCon. That's not a hit to Neos, by the way. I freaking love Neos, and I have a lot of furry friends. I love everyone in that community. I love Neos. I will say this every stream, guys, but if you love VR chat and you've never checked out Neos VR, it's another free social VR platform, but like the what you can do in Neos VR is crazy. So definitely make some time to check it out if you have the time. I recommend it highly. Yep. All right. I think I'm about to end the stream pretty soon here. How long have we been streaming? For an hour. That's usually how I like to keep my streams. Well, I'll take any more hardware stuff we want to talk about, because I am having fun. I don't like to end these streams, but I like to make these VODs a little bit short, because an hour is already ridiculous for people that like to go back in my VODs. Is Keanu Reeves in Neos VR? I don't know. I don't know. Apparently Pimax are leaking stuff on their Discord. How do I get on their Discord? Let's check that out. Someone said they're leaking stuff on their Discord. Where is their links, dude? Oh, here it is. I just glanced over it. Hey. Here, let me show you what I'm writing here. Here's their Pimax Discord. Hey, where the leaks at? What's your take on Xbox saying they're not doing VR? They're not doing VR hardware, yeah. I guess it makes sense. I don't think it's, I mean, so their approach to everything right now is like supporting PC and console. Well, it does suck because their consoles and even the PS5 is built very similar to you know, Xbox or whatever, or you know, what PC hardware. It does suck they're not doing hardware, but I think it's fine. They're probably just aware that Sony is going to dominate the hardware space for PSVR and consoles, so they probably just want to focus on software because I imagine they know their market better than we do, guys. So I think PSVR is going to be huge. I don't see no leaks. I don't see no links. What is this video? I can't find it. Where the live stream event at? It freaking got delayed, and I'm about to end the stream because I can't deal with it anymore. There isn't any news about Deca. No, they've been very quiet. I know they're working on some really cool stuff in the background though. They are not dead. They're just in hibernation. Like there's really cool stuff they're working on. I'm pretty impressed, actually. Very impressed what they're working on. Just like their headsets delayed, yeah. That's funny. What your again? My thoughts on PSVR 2 is I'm gonna buy one instantly. I already bought a PS5. Just like I don't touch my PS5 for anything. I've not bought any games for it. I literally just bought it to be ready for PSVR 2 because I know they're gonna do some really cool stuff with it, and it would be I would be a fool to think otherwise. I feel. Yeah. Am I under any NDAs? Oh yes. But you can be assured if I talk about a product, if I mention a product by name or like a company by name working on an exact product, then that probably means I'm not under an NDA. It's more that you have to guess about the products I never mention or talk about to figure out my NDAs. Yeah. There's mention of XR2 on the Discord. That's what I was waiting. Are you kidding? That's what I was looking for. That's what my source told me. Hey, hold up. Where is this? I need some information on this. Where is this proof? I don't believe. We found a new image. No Deckard NDA? No. Valve doesn't care if I leak their stuff. They're probably happy I talk about it so much. Like, it's free marketing for them. I don't see the XR2. Where? Can someone give me the link? Oh, they took down the... Wait, is this the... Was this the page we had up earlier? Hold up. They took it down! It's too late, you idiots. Oh god, it's too late. I'm sorry. Here, just to show you what they took down again. It was this. They took it down. Oh, you posted about it? Thank you. Let me go find that now. Where is it? Hey! Here we go. So this SK guy is part of Pimax. They're a Pimax representative. Look at this, everyone. Remember how my source said that they would have an integrated chip of some sort in the headsets to do PCVR? We talked about this literally in my last stream. Look, here's the proof in the pudding. My source wasn't wrong. My source wasn't crazy, guys. Wasn't crazy. Integrated battery. PCVR. Any more questions? So again, this is for wireless PCVR. Everyone's doing this, guys. Everyone's trying to include Snapdragon chips to achieve wireless PCVR. And probably in the future, do stuff like split rendering. With foveated rendering. To drive these impossibly difficult displays. Of 12K. 6K per eye. So... Any more questions? We did it. No, you don't even need to go watch the stream later. We did it. We figured it out. Integrated battery, integrated XR2 chip, 12K QLED. That's the new Pimax headset. I hope you enjoyed this is the official Pimax keynote stream. I have declared. Just include a Y gig? I'm not even I am curious about YGig's future for VR. Check Discord DMs. Someone at me. What does focus screens mean? Wait, wait, there's more leaks coming. Hold on, guys. Hold up, guys. I think they're taking advantage of me. They know I want these leaks, dude. They're taking advantage of my stream because their stupid encoder broke. They have 4 screens apparently to achieve that resolution. 4 screens. 4 screens. 4 screens. I don't know how that works, but apparently they have 4 screens. Oh, this is fascinating. Actually, I'm very curious how they get that to work. How the crap are they gonna do that? Is this how they're getting greater FOV? Okay, this is very interesting. Tell me more, Mr. SK. Wait, did you just say 2 XR2s? No way. I'm sure that's a meme, right? That seems way too... I mean, this array seems expensive. Four screens. All right. Well, there you go, guys. That is the Pimax 12K. Apparently it has 4 screens to achieve 12K. So that's probably like 4 3K resolution screens, I would guess. It's got integrated wireless with an XR2 chip. It's got integrated battery. Thank you everyone for joining me. I was right. Except about the resolution because it was apparently 8K originally. But yeah. That's it. I have no more else to say. Who develops their panels? That's a great question. I doubt they're going to give that information. I really doubt they're going to give that information. Companies hate giving out that information. You literally have to break apart their stuff to figure that out. Will the event happen today? Yes. I don't know when. I don't even care to check when. But yeah. That's it, everyone. That is it. No more. I'm done. How is an XR2 going to push... the XR2... Oh, this has eye tracking as well. Because they said that... Toby announced that they're doing eye tracking for their next headset. So... eye tracking, possibly split rendering over wireless with a battery. Split rendering. Everything. Nope. I'm ending stream. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for having fun. I'm going to post a link to the official, this one. This is the official thing. And you guys can set a reminder if you actually can't set a reminder anymore because they didn't reschedule the stream. So, okay. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. I'm gonna post this a lot. Goodbye. Like and subscribe. I will not return later. I will talk about what they fully announce on Thursday. Thursday, the big stream. Thursday. Facebook. Connect. We will talk about this before the Connect. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye.